looking at the books, constantly going over the designs, constantly talking with the team. Everyone has to be on the same page. I mean, you just really have to do the same thing every day, and then that way you'll know if there's a change need to take place, and you will catch the change. Because if you don't, then something can fall apart, and the whole thing fall apart. When one chip falls, the rest of it is going to fall.
Okay, as being the owner and some of your employees, do you have it like sometimes they might have some very good ideas on
Yes.
how something needs to be done, and you kind of like those ideas and kind of go with it, or do you just have the final say every time?
No, we actually is a team. We work together. There are several of us. An assistant designer. She has a lot of say. She's good at really inputting things. She sees a lot of things I don't see. She's like, I tell her she's my second eye and my second brain. We do a lot of things together, and yeah, if it wasn't for a team, it wouldn't work. To tell you the truth, it would not work.
That's right. Yeah.
It really wouldn't.
Well,
I mean, I am.
well, it's
The
just
key
hard to
point.
do it all. It's just hard to
Yeah.
do it all. You know, you're trying to do banking, you're trying
Yeah.
to keep up with the books, you're trying to do
Oh,
taxes, you're trying
yes.
to do all the necessary
Yes.
things to keep it running, you're trying to
Yes.
pay bills, and
Yes.
you're doing all these things, so somebody has to step up at some point and
Yes.
say, look, I'm going to take some of this load off. And
Yes. And they do that for me. They're like my second family, but at the same time we work together as a team, and when I'm falling short, they let me know.
hmm
They are not afraid to tell me, and you know, the criticism or whatever you can label it, it works because we have that respect for one another, and we respect each other's vision and opinions, and we do implement that into making it happen.
That's nice. That is nice.
Yeah.
That is sweet. Okay, well, you're listening to the Jeffrey Henderson Show on www.klasfm.com, 89.7 FM radio in Hollywood. And again, we have our very special guest in here today, and we're doing it here, and we're making things happen. Again, you can watch this on YouTube at www.youtube.com/JH1, because we are number one.
Yeah.
You can also look at it on Facebook, www.facebook.com/Jeffrey Henderson Show, or The Jeffrey Henderson Show, or HendersonCadillac.com after Facebook /
Yeah.
all kind of shows.
Yeah.
You can check it out. You can check it out on my website at www.thejeffreyhendersonshow.com. So it'll be all there. So we just want to let everybody know, some people missed this show on today, then you can go back and catch it because we are filming this. So I want everybody to know that's listening right now live on this radio station. So this time goes really, really fast. It's 3:40 p.m. And is there anything else that you want to talk to us about, or any fashion shows that you might be putting on, any information about you that you want to really talk about, to give anybody else information about how they can get some of these dresses made?
Well, yes. You can go to the Facebook. There's going to be some things there, right? They can go and look at
Yes.
the latest collections. There also is a website. You can visit me on my website, which is www.dshaynior.com, and that's D as in David, as in dog, SHAYNIOR.com. You can go there and go to the contact page, or you can perhaps just leave me your info, measurements, anything you may have, and I'll get back with you. You may also go to aprildshaynior.com, and that is where you can also find all of my information there about anything that I'm doing with my career, my various things that I'm gotten right now going on.
How about an email? Do you have an email address?
Yes, my email is D as in David, N as in Nancy, IORNIOR, so that is Nior at yahoo.com.
All right. Well, she gave out all her contact information. No question about it. She's very good at what she does. She loves what she does. And that's what life's all about. You got to love what you do and do what you love. You know what I mean?
That's right.
That's the only way that you can make it, especially when you're working for yourself.
Gotta have a passion for it.
A great passion.
A drive.
That's the only thing that's going to keep you
I
up
say you
and
have to be
running.
literally almost hungry. It's
Every
like
day.
food, yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree. Every day you got to be
You
certainly
do,
hungry for it.
yeah.
You know, because it just
Mhm.
doesn't work out if you really, you know, not
Cause it's
trying
like
to
if you're
go at
hungry,
it.
yeah. If you're hungry, you're only gonna want to be hungry for so long, then you're gonna want to eat.
Mhm.
So if you're hungry for your career, then you're gonna eat on the passion and the drive to succeed,
That is right.
cause you want it
And
that
you,
much.
and you want it so bad.
Yes.
Wow. There's some suffering in there.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
That's right. It has to
Oh
be.
boy, there's some suffering in there. That's what people don't get.
Yes.
They see everybody doing it and then they think it's just real easy.
No.
It's not.
No.
It really isn't. It's just long hours.
Mhm.
It's always something that you can do a little bit differently to get better results.
Mhm.
You know?
Yes. That's true.
And it's definitely long hours.
Long hours. I can sketch sometimes to get a sketch right. It can be 7 on the hours nonstop.
Mhm.
Just me and my pad and my pen for hours. I know.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I know it. It's.
Trying to get it right.
Mhm. How long does it take you to get it right?
It could take hours.
Mhm.
I've gotten a good sketch right in 2 hours. I mean, it doesn't always take 7 hours.
Yeah.
It can take 7 hours.
Have you ever just looked at a sketch and looked like, boom, I want to do it like this,
Oh,
and just
sure.
knock it right out?
I can be out and about. The vision and inspiration comes from anything, literally anything. It can be the gas station, grocery store. You can pass by, see it on a shirt, the billboard passing, a stroller. I mean, something someone told me, a story I heard, a book I read. The inspiration comes from anything, a life experience. It just flows. The goal is what I had to learn the hard way. Is that when you actually and you know you've got it, it's always good. I've learned to have a pad and pen ready to go at any moment. Because if not, I will lose the vision.
Right.
It's gone.
Right.
So yeah, I've done that.
How about a break? Have you ever had to take a break from it? You know, you're just so engulfed in it, and you just kind of like tired, and you just want to take a little break from it.
Had to pull back.
Let somebody else run it for a little while.
Yes, I've had to do that.
Mhm.
Hard to do, but when you know it has to be done, you do what has to be done.
Mhm.
So yeah.
Yeah. Like vacations.
Vacations, family, crisis.
How often you get a chance to take a vacation?
Wow. I try to get one in at least once.
Once a year?
A year.
Mhm.
Last year I didn't get one at all. This year I think I'm gonna get one in December.
Where do you think you're going?
I'm thinking it will definitely be back out here.
Nice.
That would be my vacation.
Nice.
So I mean that's sort of like work, but it's vacation.
That's good.
It's vacation.
That's good. Well, that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it's all about.
Gotta release from the tension and
Yeah.
the stress.
Yeah.
You got to take some time from it.
Right, right. Sometimes you gotta do that. You just gotta.
You do.
You just gotta, take a break and get away from it.
You do.
And go
You
relax
definitely
and
do.
do some of the things that you like to do.
Yeah.
And then come back to it.
Right. You got to do that when sketching. I've
Mhm.
been writing songs and I get the writer's block.
Mhm.
And I've had to stop and go back.
Wow.
I've been sketching and get the block. I have to stop and go back.
So do you kind of like write the songs for yourself, or do you write the songs for other people to sing?
Well, when I first started writing them, it was for my church.
Mhm.
So now it's pretty much for me.
Mhm.
And I've done it for a local producer. I've done it for him. He does a lot of my music, and I do a lot of writing for him. He works with local artists, and I do it for them sometimes. And yeah, don't do it for anybody else major, but for him and the people that he worked with. I don't even know them, but I know him, and he comes to me probably every couple of months, and me and him will get together and collaborate a song. If it's not what he likes, then he'll put his input in.
Nice.
And make it happen.
Nice. So what type of songs do you write? Do you write, hip hop songs, R&B songs, love songs? I mean, what do you write?
Love, R&B, and gospel.
Gospel.
Yeah.
I think gospel's the hardest, right?
The toughest.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, if your heart is, if you have a, and don't mean to put this in a negative way, but if you have a relationship with God,
Mm-hmm.
it flows naturally.
Yeah.
It's a challenge to be there because the writer's block does happen. But then you have to understand the Bible too. I think to really understand what you're putting on paper, or it will not make sense.
That's right. Well, gospel is different in a way
Mhm.
because of the different changes that it
Exactly.
has, in the way it's written.
Yes.
Where you go R&B or you go pop, it's just much
Mhm.
easier
Much easier.